For months now, social media has been buzzing about Britney Spears. Fans were convinced she was about to make a surprise comeback, possibly performing live at the MTV VMAs, or even releasing new music. But the question remains, how much of this is true and how much is just rumor? In this video, we'll break down the facts behind the comeback stories, Britney's own words about her career, what she's actually been doing with her time, and what the future might hold. By the end, you'll know exactly what's real and what's wishful thinking. The VMA comeback that never happened. One of the most viral rumors in 2025 was the claim that Britney would perform at the MTV Video Music Awards. Fan accounts on X and TikTok started speculating that she was secretly preparing to appear. Some even claimed she'd do a medley of her hits, while others went as far as to suggest her son Jaden would join her on stage in an emotional family reunion moment. The story got so big that it was picked up by blogs and YouTube channels, creating a snowball effect. For longtime fans, the idea of Britney returning to the VMAs, where she had some of her most unforgettable performances, was too exciting to ignore. After all, who could forget her 2001 performance with the Snake or her 2003 Madonna kiss? But then came the fact checks. Outlets like People magazine and Elle reported that Britney had never been contacted to perform. Insiders said flat out that there were no rehearsals, no bookings, no contracts, nothing. It was never on the cards. The rumor was entirely fan-made and spread by wishful thinking. This is a good reminder of how quickly the internet can run with an idea. A single viral post can grow into an entire narrative that feels real, even when there's no evidence behind it. In Britney's case, her silence fueled the hype, but the reality is, the VMA's comeback was never happening. Britney's own statement about music, the clearest voice in this conversation is Britney herself. In early 2024, she made it absolutely clear, "I will never return to the music industry." That wasn't vague or cryptic. It was a direct message to fans and the press. For someone who spent decades performing under a conservatorship, it's understandable why she might feel this way. Britney's music career brought her fame and fortune, but it also came with a lack of control over her personal and professional decisions. Now that she finally has freedom, she's choosing to step away. There were even reports that top songwriters like Charli XCX and Julia Michaels had been approached to write music for her. Normally, that would signal a comeback in the works, but Britney immediately dismissed the idea. She wasn't interested, showing once again that her focus is not on topping charts, but on her personal life. The only new songs fans have received in the past few years were collaborations she chose carefully. Hold Me Closer with Elton John in 2022 was a reimagining of his classic, and it became a global hit, reminding people of her vocal presence. Then in 2023, she released Mind Your Business with will.i.am, although she later clarified that the song had been recorded years earlier. Both tracks were special cases, not signs of a career reboot. Britney's life after music. So what is Britney doing instead of music? The short answer: she's living her life on her own terms. Since regaining her independence, her Instagram has become her main platform for connection. She shares videos of herself dancing, trying on new clothes, and speaking directly to fans in her own unique style. One viral moment was when she posted a dance clip in a gold dress that slipped mid-spin. Instead of being embarrassed, Britney owned it, dropping star emojis and moving on. This playful attitude shows she's not chasing perfection. She's enjoying herself. Beyond the dance clips, Britney has also shared more personal moments, especially with her family. After a period of estrangement, she reconciled with her son Jaden. She even posted a video of them goofing around at home, calling him a genius. These posts highlight her focus on rebuilding family relationships and nurturing the parts of her life that were strained during her conservatorship. This isn't the Britney of the 2000s who was pushed into non-stop tours and recording schedules. This is a woman rediscovering who she is without the machine of the music industry behind her. The biopic on pause. For fans hoping for a Britney project, the biopic based on her memoir, The Woman in Me, looked like the big one. Directed by John N. Chu, known for films like Crazy Rich Asians, the movie was supposed to bring her story to the screen. But reports in 2025 suggested the project has stalled. According to The Sun, Britney became hesitant about revisiting painful parts of her past. Reliving those experiences on film brought back difficult emotions, and she began pulling away from the idea of production moving quickly. That doesn't mean the project is dead. It's still technically in development, but it's moving slowly. Britney is making sure that if her life is told on screen, it will be done in a way that feels safe and respectful to her. This shows again how much control she wants over her story. For years, other people told her narrative. Now she's in charge of whether or not the world gets to see that story in movie form, and she's not rushing it. Possible Rock in Rio invitation. Although the VMAs were never going to happen, there has been talk about Britney potentially performing at Rock in Rio in 2026. Spanish outlet Los 40 hinted that organizers were considering inviting her. For fans, this would be massive, since it would mark her first live show since 2018. But so far, this is nothing more than speculation. No contracts have been signed, and no announcements have been made by Britney or her team. It's another example of how rumors can get magnified. If it did happen, though, it would be significant. Rock in Rio is one of the biggest festivals in the world, and performing there would let Britney return on a global stage. But right now, it's just a possibility floating around, not a confirmed event. Why fans want a comeback? Why does the idea of a Britney Spears comeback spark so much excitement? Part of it comes from nostalgia. For fans who grew up in the late 1990s and early 2000s, Britney wasn't just a singer. She was the pop star. Her performances, music videos, and style defined an era. Fans also feel like Britney deserves the chance to end her career on her own terms. Her conservatorship years left many feeling that she never got to decide how or when to step away. A final tour or performance could be symbolic, a way of reclaiming her narrative. There's also the simple fact that people love a comeback story. Pop culture thrives on redemption arcs, and Britney's story is one of the most dramatic in modern music history. The idea of her returning triumphantly to the stage captures people's imaginations. The reality check. But here's the truth. Britney has no obligation to give us that story. The reality is that she hasn't performed live since 2018. She isn't recording new albums, and she's been explicit about not wanting to return to music. The comeback rumors are mostly driven by fan hope and media speculation, not by Britney herself. If she ever does return, it will be because she chooses to, not because fans or reporters expect it. For now, her focus is on living life away from the pressures of the industry. This might be disappointing for people who dreamed of seeing her on stage again, but it's important to respect her choices. After everything she's been through, Britney's peace is more valuable than another hit single. So let's put it all together. The truth is, Britney Spears isn't planning a comeback right now. She's not performing at the VMAs. She's not secretly recording a new album. And her biopic is moving slowly. What she is doing is enjoying her life, reconnecting with family, and sharing moments with fans online. The rumors are fun, and the idea of a Britney comeback makes for exciting headlines. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit like, subscribe for more deep dives, and drop a comment